This must happen to you. This means you're falling in sync with it. It is a time when you can create yourself. You can make yourself the way you want yourself to be. Your life is a product of many things that we call as the universe, many things that we call as existence. So we are a consequence of a certain phenomenal happening that we call as cosmos. We are not an individual existence. We have lost sync within nature and we think that is our nature. No. All the many ailments, many problems that human beings are suffering is simply because we have lost that awareness as to how to be in sync with the many forces which are making us who we are. So yoga is to bring that sync so that you are in rhythm with life. If you become in rhythm with life, you will also wake up somewhere just after 3 a.m. If you're conscious, suddenly a certain spark of aliveness will happen within you. Even if you're in deep sleep, you will come awake. This must happen to you. This means you're falling in sync with it. You're falling in sync with life. The last quarter of the night, at that time there are physiological changes happening in the system. They've even found the waste material in your body, like your urine for example, at that time has qualities which it doesn't have at any time of the day. There's substantial research into this these days. So the entire body is in a certain conducive atmosphere. There is a natural production of what is called as melatonin, which is a secretion of the pineal gland. So the pineal gland is at the highest level of secretion in the last quarter of the night. So we want to make use of this. So anywhere between 3:30 to 6 or 5:30 or whatever the time the sunrise happens is considered Brahma Muhurtam because your pineal gland is at its highest level of secretion. That means you can stabilize. In modern medicine, it is seen as a mood stabilizer. Well, I've been talking about bringing yourself to ease. Bringing yourself to ease means that you are not a fluctuation, you are at ease. This is naturally happening at a certain time. At that time, people want to sit up and do their spiritual processes so that they get the best benefit. So that is labeled as Brahma Muhurtam or the time of the creator. Or you can look at it this way, it is a time when you can create yourself. You can make yourself the way you want yourself to be. So you become the Brahman in the morning so that you will make yourself the way you want yourself to be.
So what should I do? Should I meditate? Should I do a kriya? Doesn't matter what. You must do a process for which you have been initiated for. Because initiation means you were not just taught a practice, it was introduced into your system, it was implanted in your system. So whatever, if there is a life seed within you, if you're awake at Brahma Muhurtam and sit for whatever that practice is, it bears maximum fruit because of the way the planet is behaving in relation to your system. This is achieved within you. You will see, you will simply know when the time is. If you go to bed at the right time, you don't have to look at your watch. You will always know when it is 3:40 because the body will behave in a different way. At that time, if you sit up and do whatever process you have been initiated for, not what you picked up from a book, it will bear maximum fruit. The seed will get the necessary support at that time for it to sprout or spurt up more rapidly. than at other times. This is only for the initiated. If you are not initiated, you're a book yogi, then 3:40, 6:40, 7:40, not so much of a difference. Sandhya kalas are more important for such people. Sandhya means 20 minutes before sunrise, 20 minutes after sunrise, or 20 minutes before sunset and 20 minutes after sunset. The same goes for noon and midnight, but they're of a different nature. So these two twilights are better for the uninitiated. 3:40 is good for those who've been powerfully initiated.